Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Convos with Sazón with yours truly, Cata Mejía. With me today is Turkish artist and professor Meliksah Soyturk. Hello, welcome.
Hi,
How are you?
everything good. Thank you for inviting me. I'm really appreciate to
Of course.
you and interviewing. I'm really appreciate.
I am so excited to have you here. So, for those listening and watching, I want to share a little bit of context of how you and I met. So,
Yeah,
we actually met for the first time about 10 years ago, if you can
yeah,
believe it. I had just moved to New York for my summer internship,
that's
and you were selling your prints.
yeah.
And your prints were some of the first acquisitions that I got for my future home. And here we are 10 years later. And as you know, the art wall that has traveled with me throughout these
Right.
past 10 years includes a lot of your prints. So it has been very special to follow your journey and to have your work hung up in my home. So we'll get to talk a little bit more about your
Perfect.
work.
I want to touch the people with my art.
Mm,
And so it's my goal, it's my mission. I would like to share my art to people and put my love each one.
mhm.
And then it's really my goal. I'm so appreciate to be here first. Uh, and this is very important art for me.
Mhm.
When I was young, I started to art with my grandfather, and when he was passed away,
Mhm.
and it's very I'm like so sad, and because he was my first teacher, and he showed me to how you can draw to the animals, like the things. He and then he passed away. I
Mm.
researched to how can I the live with him in my heart, and then I do more artworks.
Mhm.
But when I pass the time, it's the life is different, and my father is a so strong guy, and he want to be. I will be doctor, and I will be
Mhm.
architecture,
Mhm.
and it's the art is for them like unnecessary things,
Yeah.
and so I was always hiding my pictures,
Mm.
and I have a memory. The When I was so little, just in elementary school, I have a one friend. She talked about me this memory. Meliksah, when we are on the first elementary school, first grade, you used to drawing Ninja Turtle, and you used to sell this. And I do, are you kidding me? It's right. Yes, I bought it. She talked about. And so I did wrong note that one because it's a very important for the my my child and my background.
Mhm.
And this is the two things different. One of them family push me, and other one my friend wants to more art, and so I start to continue more my art. But art is different. Sell is different, because artists, especially painters, they are all conservative people,
Mhm.
because art is make little bit comfortable with the people, and they more the express their feeling.
Mm.
For artists, this painter is a different art, because we are conservative
Yeah.
and we don't know the cell. All artists they can do, but they don't know the cell.
That's so
Yeah,
interesting. And I appreciate you mentioning that because I also want to include the fact that we reconnected when I
yeah,
moved to New York. So
yeah,
this was back in 2021 during one of the many holiday markets year
yes,
round. And I told you my story, and I've ever since, every single
yeah.
year throughout the year, I look forward to your art. And I love that you started talking about your childhood because I know that you were from Kastamonu, right,
Oh
in
yeah,
Turkey.
custom.
And you started sharing how, because of the pushback that your
Yes,
family gave you, you would hide your art.
yes.
So I'm curious to know, as you continue to remember those early interactions with art,
Yes.
what type of art did you gravitate towards? Was it always
Oh
drawing? Was it
yes,
painting? Was it photography?
yes.
Talk about that.
It's especially my culture is a like more architecture. It's Turks. It came from the Asia, but
Mhm.
it's a other the information, there came from the like Abraham and Noah.
Mm.
Noah, the Noah, prophet Noah. We are son of the Noah, the belief, and so architecture. so important for them. And when they go to Constantine, uh, like Armenian culture and Roma culture, they has a beautiful architecture. And Turks, they put to improve that one. And then my city was like Armenian architecture and Turkish architecture. They made my house so beautiful. And so my city was so old, like 400 years and 300 years building. And
Wow.
so I would like to share that one.
Mhm.
And when I clarified to the art academy, no, just the teacher academy
Mhm.
in the school, I start to more architecture art for to show the people. I
Okay.
use my art and art talent to show my culture. In Istanbul, people don't know to my Kastamonu. Kastamonu is beautiful. So architecture and real landscape. I have a little story about us. For example, first gyro in the world, and the journalist, British journalist, take the photo, 1885 in Kastamonu, first gyro man. And it's yeah, it's the proof there, and it's we say döner, and so people know in döner in Turkey, in Cairo, in the Kastamonu, it's burned. uh, for example, it's a little bit story.
Yeah.
And I start to my art with architecture art, more architecture art, with the culture. I would like to show that one, and then I start to more. But the problem, I am science teacher because my family pushed me to science. I was a science teacher, and what happened?
Okay.
That happens when I joined to university. I spent my all time for the art. I go to Istanbul. I was on the Izmit. It's so close to Istanbul.
Mhm.
I met the artist. I met my master. He's Cemal Oculus. He's passed away in 2020, but he was amazing government artist, and we met and he taught me, you make very nice. And I told him, just I showed my pictures and how can I improve and show me. And then he told me, your art is a very nice, but it's you must work or because it's architecture different, art is different. And we have no students there because nobody, they don't want to do like architecture, like growing. We say grower art is so different and hard, and the people wants to more make like colorful, and
Mm.
they use the acrylic, but is the ink and drawing is just so hard. The little you have to
Yeah.
pass your time and spend your time is too hard. Yeah, I prefer to that one, and I get the more information from my master, and I did professional with him.
Okay.
And then I made a very beautiful exhibition, Istanbul, about explain my culture. I tripped the world with my exhibition, and I came here with my exhibition, and I met with my wife in my exhibition too. Yeah.
Okay. We'll dive deeper into that. I want to backtrack a little bit
Yes.
because you mentioned that your grandfather was your first
Yes.
teacher
Yes.
and that your decision to pursue art more seriously was to
Yeah.
honor him.
Yeah.
So, we've talked a little bit about how architecture art is
Yeah.
what you've gravitated towards, and you just gave us
Yes.
a little bit of history with that.
Yeah.
But how did you start to perfect your art even before
Yeah.
you studied it professionally?
I
Would you
okay.
doodle on your notebooks in
Yeah.
school? Tell us about that.
In high school, I drew the first architecture, the homes, the
Mhm.
Turkish homes,
Yep.
Turkish houses, and the old ships. I draw those from the documents. I research, I draw, I research, and I had a notebook about ships. Like, oh, this is the old ship. This is the Spain ships,
Mhm.
and I placed the first Spain ship is just so famous. There has a too many range and gallon so strong as you know as the and Spain ships is a so high quality
Mhm.
and the like 18th century and 19th century,
Mhm.
and I draw those, and I draw to Ottoman drawing and like Vikings, the
The
ships,
Vikings,
it and
yes.
Korean so special turtle, the the ships and canon ships. It was very uh, story, and it's make me because if you put the goals, it's the patient, it's make you motivate, and I
Of
can do
course.
more.
Of course.
For example, when I study the science, I always leave and then drawing
Yeah.
more.
Let's talk about that because I did also pick up on the fact that you said you became a science teacher
Yeah.
because that's the direction in which your family pushed you to. So
Yes.
let's talk about university now.
Yep.
What about science did you
Yeah.
choose to pursue? Did you have a liking towards science or was it all entirely because of your family?
I will explain. Just when I finished the teacher academy, high school teacher academy,
Okay.
you can pass to teacher university so easy. Göl Anadolu Öğretmen Lisesi. It's mean girl teacher academy, and I joined so easy to university Kocaeli İzmit science teacher university. I passed so quickly, and because we have a background,
Okay.
and when I joined the university, I start my time. Just it's I told my it's I have more time because
Mhm.
my teachers gave me so many knowledge about teacher and teaching. When I was high school, thanks to my teachers, they gave me a lot of information
Yeah.
about science and teacher. And when I go to university, I don't do extra effort. I do only art. It was like I have a goal. No, I will Istanbul too close. I can go to Istanbul, take the photo and drawing. But my family doesn't know. That they don't know. They see me on the television. When I'm artist. I do my exhibition Istanbul, the
Yes.
capital of the civilization, Istanbul. It's a mean. Like
Mhm.
I made like 60 masterpiece in the whole university, and uh, when it's finished, I
Mhm.
go to television, the local television. They
Yeah.
talk about my art. I show the people my culture, how it is, and then my family, just my father, to oh my god, he's artist. Okay, and then he confirmed. When I visited him, he told, okay, my son, you can go there. I'm really proud of you and I will support you.
So do you think fascinating, first of all,
Yeah.
because like you said, you were studying to become the science
Science.
educator and
Yeah.
simultaneously you never set aside your passion for art.
Yeah.
Do you think that the decision to support you
Yeah.
was because you had been validated by the media, and
Yeah.
so your dad saw, "Wow, he really is talented, he's gathering this
Yeah.
attention." Or do you think that he wanted you to pursue something else more seriously
Yeah.
and then prove that art could be something you could live from?
Uh, I think it's happened to like this because when they see the result and
Mhm,
what I did,
mhm.
he started proud of me. And then if you're an artist, you have to do more
Yes.
because uh, artists cannot sell anything in my country. It's
Mhm.
too hard. We are just I made and I the other way just I don't want to sell. This
Yeah.
is the other one. And so someone support you. My father, like after university, like 3 years,
Mhm.
he support me.
How long does university last in Turkey?
4 years,
Okay, so similar to the
like four
US.
years, and 3 years to I work crazy like 4 years and more and more. My
Okay.
exhibition finished like 4 years.
So after graduation, you had your exhibition?
Yes, just many
Okay.
places: Berlin, Kyrgyzstan, uh, Russia, and Belarus, and Bosnia.
Okay.
I visit so many
And
places,
New York, right? Because you
and New
said you
York,
came here.
and 2009 when I came first on the California.
So 2009?
Yeah, my first in the California
Okay.
is a like Turkish culture festival. It was very beautiful because they explained the our like culture and I showed my pictures. It was wonderful. And then because the people and then the USA they love the art and they want to buy, they want to support you. I will explain to New York is wonderful. When I opened my exhibition in New York, I met with my wife, and then we decided to marry. First, we tried in the Turkey, but she couldn't. And then I told, okay, I can come there.
Is she from Turkey?
Yes.
Okay.
And I came here. But before, n- not good things happen in my life because not always everything good. When I finished to university, like 3 years, I didn't earn money
Mm.
because I always undo. You're looking social, but you are not because you're painting, drawing in your studio, and you make more efforts. It's too hard, and someone support you. And end of the end of my trip, it was I married my first married, and she was a Belarusian, and I had an experience like around 1 year. Uh, it was like very how can I say it's different experience because uh, she's student, I'm artist who will work,
Mm.
and then we divorced, and I start to analyze my life, and then I start to science teacher, and like 4 years I made science in the school.
What type of science?
Like multiple science.
Oh,
We teach like geometry and mathematics and
okay.
physics, chemist. We do all of them and biology, and
Okay.
we teach them all. And the school. I was on the elementary school, like 2 years science teacher, or multiple science, and then 2 years I was a principal in the school, like 600
Wow.
the kids and family. It's it was very nice. Just I made it 2 years, and
Okay.
then I decided to leave because it's my journey start to New York. I
Mhm.
left from the principal, and 1 year I made it so special art.
Yeah.
The New York meets Istanbul. I made a project, and I needed time, and then I made so beautiful. New York meets Istanbul exhibition.
How long did it take to make that collection?
Oh, to all of them, the Istanbul like 7 years old, 7 years. The
Working on the
working,
Istanbul.
yeah,
What about the New
Istanbul,
York
New
one?
York 12 years. Yeah,
Oh my
I
goodness.
have a now at the I will be the I will open exhibition in September. It's coming soon. I will explain to
That's
New York
exciting.
meets Istanbul.
Okay, so all of these years,
Yeah,
7 working on Istanbul,
Istanbul,
12 on New
New
York,
York. Yes,
have been leading up to the upcoming exhibition.
yes.
Okay, so when you came to New York, what year was that?
Um,
20 what?
two 20. I'm sorry, just 2013 I start to live there.
Got it.
2013 I start to live
Okay.
there, and we met with my wife and we married. I start to live. Uh, 2013 I start.
Okay. And what was that transition like? Because Turkey to the
Yeah.
US, that's
Yes.
geographically a long way. Culturally, it's very
Yes.
different, so talk
It's
about
a
that experience
uh
as well.
it's a very the God sent me to the my second wife. She's half Turkish and half American, and
Okay.
her family from my customer. It's incredible the
What?
the gift for me, and she know my culture. We know everything,
Yeah.
and it's the gift. And very she in the when I come there, I'm not working, but
Mhm.
she believed me. She works. She's designer too. She's FIT. Uh,
She's a
yeah,
fashion designer.
yeah. And
Okay.
when she finished to FIT, she worked like 4 years. She support me and my family, and because I had no green card, we married it progressing like 3 years,
Mhm.
and then that 3 years I didn't work. She support me, and when I take the green card and I give the like my resume for the college, uh, and Kingsborough College,
Mhm.
they because I have no more English. It's you talk about just the I'm new. I'm learning the English. My English not fluent, and uh, is I need the technique information for drawing, and but as the the Kingsborough supervisor, she's very nice lady, Caroline. I'm really appreciate to meet her, and she told me you are artist, no worry, and teacher teacher art, and then I give to one sculpture for for her. She told me about this sculpture is very beautiful. Can you give the lesson like this? Okay, I can. And when I go to drawing class for the university, for the college, for the teach, they give me the other class. It was like very, I was very happy, and then we hugged and I cried because
Yeah.
in my country I would like to be artist and art teacher, but
Yeah.
it's too hard.
So at Kingsborough College, were you a student or were you a teacher, or was
Teacher,
it both?
I was like teacher. I will explain,
Okay.
and I was teaching, and my students teach me to English,
Okay.
and I teach them, they teach me, and it was a very nice conservation, and I improved my English, and then I live very beautiful experience until the pandemic.
Mm.
In pandemic, I lost my job.
Mm. How
Uh,
long had you been there until this point? So you moved
the
in 2013. It
13
took
to
3 years to get
yeah
the green card, so maybe four or
for
so?
yeah,
Okay.
and then I made like teaching like 3 years,
Got it. Okay.
and then it's happened. Uh, I start to sell my artworks on the streets because I have a new baby and I need to more the works,
Mhm.
and then uh, how can I don't know, just um when I start to it's something happened when I start to the streets.
Mhm.
I start to Bryant Park, but in
Mhm.
pandemic, my father-in-law he didn't allow me to sell, and then I had a friend Julia. She told about you can sell and you don't need to come there. We can put this, and everybody, if they buy, they can buy. Oh, this is great, and then I put my pictures.
Is it on a website or
No,
something?
just on the physical, but my shop
Oh.
empty. It's I put the Venmo only, and then
Okay.
other artists and crafts were there stay, but I'm not stay there. But she very nice lady. She told me, okay, we can care, and uh, so many people start to buy on Venmo. I'm not here. I write the note. I have baby. I'm sorry. If you would like to buy something, you can put the Venmo. And so many people they Venmo me. They grabbed my pictures in pandemic. They know that they
Wow.
respect.
So it's very much a
Yes,
trust
yes,
system,
yes,
hoping that people will only take something if
yeah,
they have purchased, and you simultaneously
yes,
dealing with a
yes,
new child, changing world with the
yeah.
pandemic. Wow.
And that when I trust the people, uh, last day I think it was last day, ex-mayor, he's bless you, and Julie called me, Melissa, and we have a one opportunity for to meet the Blasio. If you have a time, come me there. And then, okay, I prepare everything, my books and some things, and then that day I sign and I put the what I doing. I write the note and give and to him, and then he came. And normally he has a no plan for me, but the Julia explained me. Uh, I'm a professor. I lost my job. I sell here, and then when I meet with Blasio, he
Mhm.
say, "Okay, stop." He told me everybody, all camera came there, and then he grabbed the old camera and he explained. He asked me what you're doing here, and then we do the
And this is
interview.
at Bryan Park.
Yes,
Okay.
no, just on the this not a brain part. Is a other we put the break for pandemic. I was
Okay.
on the what the name uh the makers on the Brooklyn makers like
On the Brooklyn
on
Bridge?
the no just on the point mall on the one point mall.
Okay.
We are on the one point mall in the Brooklyn. uh, we have a space for the crafter maker space, yeah, maker
Got
space.
it. And so
He's
that's where Mayor
yeah
de
yeah
Blasio met with you.
yeah,
Okay, got
and
it.
then we met de Blasio. He bring me to TV, like he explained me, he talk about my art. uh, he talk about my art and about me very beautiful the things, and I'm shocked. Like she cried and I'm a cry just because Julia showed me the first. What happened? Can you believe this one? And then I'm really the like happen the things. It start to crazy my online.
Hmm.
The the selling it start to more
For
and
colorful New York,
yes,
yes?
and my brand name came from the uh, it's from the came from the my customers. And normally the like 10 years ago my brand is Meliksah art, but
Hmm.
everybody tell especially New Yorkers, oh so colorful. I want this colorful. I want this colorful. I want this color. This is so colorful, colorful one. And then I told, okay, this brand must be colorful New York, and I
Mm.
put the name colorful New York.
That's beautiful. So we'll continue the journey in a minute,
Yep.
but I actually want to talk about the work
Yes.
itself. So I know that you do some black and white, right,
Yeah.
in pencil, and you also do
Yeah.
watercolor.
Yes.
So do you
Watercolor.
want to show me what's next to you? A
And
handful of the pieces that you brought today.
that one is the where my other seller is a bestsellers to Brooklyn Bridge,
Beautiful.
and it's the beautiful New York pictures and like this the houses.
The Upper East
Um,
Side, my
yeah,
neighborhood.
that's the great places, and it's the my classic is the Empire State.
Mm-hmm.
It's here.
I think I have that one actually in color now that you show it.
And other one on the marathon time. I would like to share
Yes.
this one. My other in marathon time, it's very going. Uh,
You released this actually the year that I ran the marathon. So my best friend gifted it to
it's
me.
yours.
Um, this is beautiful. I want to talk about your design process
Yeah,
because you've been doing this for several years.
yeah,
Obviously, with time, you perfect your craft,
yeah,
but tell me about how you go from seeing something to actually putting it into
yeah,
practice. So, right here, we see the New York
yeah,
skyline. I'm assuming this is from Long Island City.
yeah. That one from the yes, Long Island City. But I used the photograph, and
Okay.
firstly, only Central Park and Bryant Park I made living drawing, but others, people, the little bit disturbing you. I prefer to take the photo and then make. And sometimes they send to my customers sent me to idea, or sometimes sent me to custom orders. They want to, can you make this picture for me? Okay, I can do it like this. I always listen my customer, and so uh, first of all, I will tell the people the things important.
Of
The
course.
artist cannot sell because we are conservative and we don't want to sell the first artist. Keep the original always. But in New York, uh, New Yorkers love the art and they want to print. And it's start to work for me because I can keep the original and sell the prints.
Yes.
This need the progressing. The first thing you need to draw and then put to put to scan and then Photoshop and printing and editing and printing.
Okay.
And second one, i- how can the selling important? The people wants to listen your story, and in that moment, my mom, she's professional seller.
Who I've met
Yes,
because
yeah,
whenever you are not physically in your booth and at markets like Bryant Park,
yes,
she will
she
sometimes
was.
step in and sell on your behalf. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
and she's great seller. Sometimes she sell me too down there. Uh, she's very nicely, and she's like 40 years sell the fruits in the streets. She's a fruit lady, like 40 years on the street. She has a booth and sell.
Those are the original business people, if you ask me. They know
Yes,
how to
yeah,
target a customer, they know how to invite
yeah.
them in, and they will ultimately get their product sold.
When someone go there and she can grab someone and talk nicely, and she sell. And very very important for the sell, the my story I learned from the sell from my shop in my country. We
Mm,
had a supermarket in my the high school time, and I have to stay there because we are local,
yeah.
and all my time on path there, and I drawing, I learned how can I sell, and it's happened the very gift. I was always complaining myself why we are always here. My father, everybody chilling out. Why I'm here. Now I am understood because it's a gifted.
Mhm.
Now I know the sell because of all my experience gave me to how can I sell? How can I talk to people?
Yeah, those are little things that we don't
Yes,
realize
this
at
is
the
so
time.
important, and this is the gifted.
Mhm.
Uh, and we fix with my wife and my mother-in-law together, and now it's very good business. And I would like to share like 200 uh, thousand picture I sold in 10 years.
Wow, how many first of all, congratulations.
Thank
I'm
you.
not at all surprised because I think the work speaks for itself and the talent is there and you can tell the preparation and you can also tell the love that you
Yeah,
pour into each piece.
yeah,
Let's talk about all of your designs.
yeah.
You've sold 200,000 in the
Yes,
past 10 years. What was your very first one? Do you remember?
yes. The Van Gogh is in the New York because
Oh,
this is my
I
special,
try
my
not to knock
best
anything
seller.
over. Okay, so
I
this
have a
Van Gogh,
memory.
it's titled Van Gogh in New York.
Yeah.
This was your first one?
No, this is the important one. My first
Okay,
one is the.
beautiful.
Uh, I can show my first one
Yes, yes, yes,
is.
because I also know that you brought a handful
Oops.
of books.
My first time is the things. I hope I put this
And
one.
while you pull that up, I also want to showcase this view of New York City, and it's almost in a water glass. What a beautiful
Yeah,
point of view.
it was my first. That one.
Okay, so a bagel on the
With
Brooklyn
yes.
Bridge. Okay.
It was my first that one. I start with this picture and professionally, and it's start to sell, and I put more. I put more in my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a 700 and more picture original,
Oh my goodness.
and I had other Istanbul exhibition pictures and 200 picture,
Wow.
and but New York make me a little bit good economy because New Yorkers always support the artist.
Mm.
I'm really appreciate to I'm on that to uh, New York and New Yorkers because New York gave me to wife. New York gave me to the good life and the very nice people for like you the meeting and give
Your
them
daughters?
daughters, and New York gave me to uh, opportunity to sell to my artworks.
Yes.
This is the very important, and so like 12 years, I I afford and I serve to New York because New York gave me a lot of things. But
That's beautiful.
first of all, we have to say this is the secretly artist on the top of the God because he gave me a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling because we leave so many hard things in my high school. We close our shop because of
Your
the
grocery
inflation.
store?
Yeah, because of the
Okay.
inflation. My father has adapt and credit and the inflation times and 202. We lost everything. Our shops, our markets, our houses, everything gone. And we were very good economy, but we lost in and one day.
Yeah.
And so we lived something. And then I research what's gone, how's happened. And then I research how's going. This is exam. If I pass this exam, I will earn
Like
points.
a life test.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the things uh, he gave me the little bit exams and then I pass, he gave me more
Yeah.
points.
So what you're saying is,
I tell.
you know, you're a servant of God first, and you're an artist
Yes.
second because of all of these
Yeah.
life tests that He has given you.
Yes,
That's a
and
beautiful way to look at it.
that's to you know that remind me that one is the we always Turkish people use that one is the like tesbih. We say
You
The
said test beads?
Tesbih is it
Okay.
like the after the pray, and when you can see the people in the Turkey, everybody like grab this one, and when they watch the TV, when they go to soccer, everybody use that one.
Yeah.
That one remind us to for God, and we say the thank you God for everything,
Yes.
and then you are beautiful,
I think gratitude
and
is very important
yes, yes,
because it grounds us and puts a lot into perspective. You've
yes,
had a long journey. It hasn't
yes,
always been easy, as you very
yes,
vulnerably shared.
yeah,
And as we're reflecting on your career thus far,
yes,
750 designs in New York,
yep,
over 200 in Istanbul, 10 years of pursuing this
yep,
career, and I'm
yep,
sure many, many more.
yep,
We just saw your first design. I would love to know a little bit more about your creation
yes,
process
yes,
because it's watercolor, it's ink
ink
pen. You
pen,
talked about scanning,
yeah,
but some may say that creating in pen makes it a little bit more permanent because
yeah,
you can't erase it and you
yes,
have to be
yes,
okay with whatever it is that you made.
yeah,
So, talk about that.
yeah.
Is the
My
version
first,
we
yeah,
see the final version, or does it take multiple
yeah.
iterations to get to see something like this?
Drawing the first, the architecture is uh, so many in art, so many, we have a branch in art, like so many different drawing pencil, ink, watercolor, acrylic, the ceramic, miniature, and so many. And you can choose what you want. And I choose the architecture because architecture is a building. I like my culture. And I start with drawing pencil. Just one drawing pencil, one eraser, and one paper. And you can bring them everywhere. You don't
Mhm,
need to more money
mhm,
and bring to them, and you can go everywhere. It's the art, and I drawing to in my country, like to some of the architecture, and then drawing is so hard, uh, but it's you. This is science. You can learn this one
mm,
because 40,000 years ago, first people they don't know talking, but they
mhm,
know drawing.
mm,
In Lascaux Inns, you can see the paints, perfect animals painted with hands, and
mhm,
they're like they have a talent,
yeah,
but they have no words, no language, but they can do.
mhm,
It's mean if we improve our hands, we can we can do more, and we
mhm,
can practice our muscles, hand muscles.
mhm,
We can do everything.
beautiful,
And my first class, like therapy and motivation for my students. I showed them like little bit TV programs,
mhm.
and like little bit TV programs, and some of them to motivation, and then I showed them today you will draw only lines, and then they can what we learn. The first we need to do motivation, and after the I show the TV and little bit movies, they can understand, okay, we need to do this, and they doing like 1 week
Mhm.
long, like drawing only like the some of uh, improve their hands, and then we need to learn the seeing. For example, if you're not seeing, you cannot draw. For example,
As you're talking about that, I can't help but draw parallels between the parts of your life that you've shared
yeah,
and the profession that you've pursued. And I say that because it seems like there's a lot of trusting the process.
yes,
There's a lot of focusing on the
yes,
details to eventually get to the bigger picture
yes,
and having a lot of patience as well,
yes,
having this vision both for yourself and for your students.
yeah,
Let's talk more about the teaching because, again,
okay,
you mentioned early on your grandfather was your first teacher.
yeah,
Do you think that there were aspects of his teaching style that you still to this day carry with you in the classroom? Whether
yeah,
it's patience, whether
yeah,
it's attention to detail. I don't know. Tell me
yes,
more about your
yes.
grandfather.
I have a not too much memory about my grandfather,
Okay.
but when we small, just when we so little, he taught me to do dogs. and like butterflies and
Okay.
horse, and he show us how you can do to car. And I really remember, can you believe, like 3 years and 4 years old I remember all
Mhm.
of them. It's very beautiful for me. And the teach I'm teacher
Mhm.
first of all. I'm teacher, and then artist. In my high school, we learn from my teachers
Mhm.
how can teach, because they talk about, okay, Melissa, your turn. You will uh, teach tomorrow the next lesson, the next topic of the lesson, and we prepare. You have no right for the no, because you will be teacher, and we always appreciate our teachers
Okay.
because they're on the top of my country,
Yes.
and we always they're masters.
Mhm.
And we all night we working just, and then practicing. We have a little bit like sleep, and then we go to class. But my friends, they're top of the Lake Turkey. They're very success people, and uh, they're very nice people too.
Mhm.
And I learn in high school how can be teacher. When I go to teacher academy,
Mhm.
uh, I have everything. And then we just my teachers in the academy, in the university, they always appreciate with me. They love me because I explain, I show what can we do, and I lead my friends, and it was very wonderful. And I was on the back seat, drawing, and then they always allow me, and I paint, I listen to class,
Mhm.
and I'm like a teacher. And I am teacher, and I know how can I explain to drawing to people,
Mhm.
how can they see. The first, we need to see learning the swing, the lines, construction,
Mhm.
forms. This is the important.
Yeah, like the structure.
Yeah, structure. It's And then everything has a form. Everything is a form, and you can do simplify. Think the simplify. It's like, and then forms. I explain, and then second time it's I explain to improve our hands more, and tones and pixels. Everything has a tone. Everything. When you put the one screen, you can do more the zoom. End of the zoom, you will see the pixel.
Mhm.
It's tone, and I show them, and the perspective,
Yeah.
and lights and shadow and reflection,
Mhm.
and drawing to the simple things.
Yeah.
And then uh, I show them, if you want to do portrait, you must go to portrait
Yeah.
professional on the New York Academy.
Yeah.
And I explain you, I taught you simple, important things. Now
Yeah.
you're ready to go there.
This is so inspiring because you remind me a lot of my dad. My dad is a doctor by profession. However, he is very artistically talented. So
Yes.
he will draw on napkins, he will draw on paper, he will
Wow.
draw doodles. He doesn't have any professional training in drawing, but he's always been artistically
Yes.
inclined, as I mentioned.
Yes.
And as someone who does not think that they are artistically inclined, I'm always fascinated by his talent
Very
because
nice.
it requires a lot of patience. And when he in the past, for example, he loves Snoopy. And when
Mm,
he in the past draws a
like us.
Snoopy, he's
Yes.
like, really, it's not that hard. And we'll do it together and he'll have the patience to show
Yes.
me. So I really think that part of teaching again is having the patience to guide someone
Yeah.
to see for themselves that it's
Yes.
not as hard as they think.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for walking me through that. Coming back and talking more about the work
Yes.
itself. How long does a piece usually take from start to finish? So from the moment that you take the picture
Yes.
to the moment that you print it. Obviously, important to note that there are different sizes. Some
Yes.
require more details than others, but
I
generally
like
speaking, how long does something like this take
the
to make?
the watercolor in the order when it's come. Like only one day I can finish if I want, and one day. The first is sketching, and then ink.
Mhm.
Sketching is with drawing pencil. Sketching
Okay.
is we do construction, do, and then we use the ink pen and then watercolor. I can finish on one day if I push me,
Oh,
but
wow.
in normally 2 days. It's a firstly, I slowly. The first day sketch, and then second day I'm doing the paint. But I have a like some of the special the artworks.
Mhm.
For example, if they want the drawing pencil,
Mm.
the and sizes, 8 by 10 size, 11 by 14 size, and it's more than the 1620 size.
Mhm.
It depends on the for example, like this size is drawing the if they want to professional like realistic
Mhm.
something,
Mhm.
it like 2 days and 3 days.
Okay.
And like this, I have many different pictures, but I would like to show this one.
Please do.
This is so special because this is the digital painting. I made the
Wow.
like digital painting on the Photoshop, like digital brushes, that one. But
Is it on top of a picture?
all of them. This is
Oh.
Van Gogh style, the
Yes,
Starry
yes.
Night.
Mhm.
I put and then I paint myself this one, and then I put to all things. I dreamed and imagined if Van Gogh live in New York, how he can draw and how
Mm.
he can paint. And then I made this one. I have a one memory. My customer, she's from Italy. She uh, she saw one dream, and she saw the Van Gogh in her dream, and then Van Gogh told her, "You will grab and you will buy my artwork." And then when she came, my mom called me. One lady want meet you. Okay, just I have too busy. I can come. Just and then 2 days, 3 days. She came again. She want to meet you. Okay, I will come, and I came because too much jobs. The the cutting and preparing and plasting like
Mm.
to put the
The
bag and
scanning. Mhm.
scan everything. I have a lot of job and my mom on there. And when I come there, feeling my first feeling, it was so nice with this lady. She kindly asked, "Can I buy that one?" I told just this is sold out because I made that one. I made the original one too. One lady want me to the original like
Mhm.
acrylic style,
Yeah.
but I have no one. She told me I really want to buy this picture. Can you make me to that one possible? I told in this Christmas time I have no time because in 3 months I close my custom order option
So that you
because
could prepare for the Christmas market.
yeah,
Okay.
because too many jobs and
Mhm.
I need to control my business. After Christmas I can do. She told okay. She ordered me and I paint like that style like that like 3 days I made and I used acrylic. I made like this the same size for her. I gave and then 1 year later when she come she explained me when we sit to the coffee on the edge. I think on the edge building on the coffee store someplace.
Mhm.
We met together, and then she explained me her memory and her dream. And then I told, "Oh my God, Van Gogh sent sent you to me." And then I'm really because I love Van Gogh. In my
Yeah.
country, I explain him because he's advisor. He's very lowly heard. He want to touch the people his art. Before he's priest,
Mm.
he explained the God, the people. And then but it something happened and they fired them. And he started totally to make art.
Wow.
And his story is so he cut
His
the
ear.
ears and something and but uh, he not made and he don't make anyone and not hurt anyone. He's very nice person.
Yeah.
I can feel and he sent me to message. This is very honored me. Just I'm really appreciate. And then I told you're my special customer. So
What part of the creative process do you enjoy the most versus which is the
yeah.
most challenging?
To the first progressing is so hard when I come to when it's come to order. The copying like is another copy is a like to we can grab to the let the other place.
Mhm.
It's make too hard because you take the measurement and put all the things. It's hard because
So
you need to
take the
focus
original
to
to copy
to
it.
copying.
Okay.
It's a like not a copying. It's a we do measurement, and then when you take the educate and when you have the ready, it's copying is too hard. You can directly start the drawing. It's easy,
Hmm.
but sometimes we don't need to ready drawing. You have to do. Everybody wants to inspiration,
Mhm.
but when it's come to the order, you have to do. And the first make happy for my goal when it's order come, and then I do the first the let the picture on my place.
Mhm.
This is little bit hard, but after when I finish this, it's start to my very enjoyable time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once you've done the copy, everything else is what
Yeah.
you love. Okay. We've spoken about all the markets around
Yeah.
New York and how you've been a part of it.
Yeah.
Talk about
Oh,
that.
sorry.
Why has being part of these markets been so important to you? Because I look forward to seeing you every
Yeah,
year. So
and
talk about that.
yeah, in Bryan Park,
Hmm.
and they gave me to urban space. I really want to thanks them just for the. They don't know maybe they how many people they touched the life,
Hmm.
and especially my life. And when I opened in Bryan Park,
Hmm.
I reached so many people, and
Yeah.
I saw and I met so many very beautiful people like you,
Thank you.
and it's very appreciate for me, and I prepared to book for them in Bank of America, Bryant
Yes.
Park,
Let's take
and
a look. I think
Venture
I
Village.
have this one actually
Oh, that one's other
in my
story.
home. So these books are showcasing all of the pieces that you've made, yes?
Yeah,
So we've got, oh my gosh, it's, as I don't know if I can call myself a New Yorker yet because people say that you have to live here for 10 years. I'm on year 5. Okay, so I'm halfway there, but what I was going to say is as someone who lives here, as a
yeah,
New York resident, as I scroll through this book and always when I see your pieces, it takes me back to the walks that I've had in the
yeah,
city, or it reminds me of how lucky I feel to live in a city that people dream of
yeah,
traveling to. And so as I scroll through this book, I see Soho, I see Bryant Park, and you have this talent, in my opinion, of capturing seemingly everyday moments. And
yeah,
so everyone can relate to this. This I also have in my
yes.
home, and it is you title it Central Park Fall,
What?
and
Yes,
it
with
seems to
love.
be a couple walking through fall, which is my favorite season.
That's
And they're appreciating the city, they're appreciating the outdoors. So again, it's seemingly a simple moment, but it's very relatable and
yes.
it
Thank you,
takes great talent. So that's beautiful that you continue to dedicate your time to this.
thank you.
I want to ask you,
Yeah,
how do you think that science and creativity, your
yeah,
experience in both,
yeah.
have complemented each other? And how do you
Yes,
apply those
this is the
every
very
day?
important. And if I come again to the world, it's the earth, I will be a science teacher first. The science important because science that taught you what's the inside,
Mm,
what's the outside, how you can see. When you see something, you can see inside and outside,
mhm,
and all things. Like in the one is the like atom and molecules, electrons and protons,
mm,
and everything science taught you. When you know something, you can make more art, and it's the backing. Your backing ground is just so many rich things, and you can do more art.
mhm,
This is the very important for these. For example, Leonardo da Vinci. He
mhm.
is my idol.
Really?
He's
Why?
I explain in the university. I explain to people like 2 hours the Leonardo da Vinci life, because he is Renaissance maker,
Okay.
and he is a like for the Christianity, and important for the picture and
Mhm,
Bible. He he made to so many pictures, and
mhm,
the Jesus last day on
Mhm.
the diner, and this picture is so
The
important.
Last Supper.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he is the show us the art is important, and everybody the need the art,
Mhm.
and he fix with the science. He has a robot. He's a mechanic. He's mechanic, the programmer,
Mhm.
and uh, after after this, Renaissance happened, and so Leonardo is an artist and he's science guy, just a scientist.
Scientific, yeah.
Yeah, and he mixed all of them.
Mhm.
You know, he always the very kindly befriend with the Pope, and then they gave to Allah, and he the can touch to that body, and he can do research and analyze the human body. And
Hmm.
normally not Allah, but he get important
Yeah.
things because he's very nice and he explained to Bible and God like the special
Mhm.
words for the people, and
Mm.
everybody love him. And this is the important, that's why science and art mix with him. And we can see the and with the others, Michelangelo, Raphael, and others follow his
Yeah.
his way.
That's beautiful. Yeah. So as you were saying, Van Gogh, Leonardo
Yeah,
DiCaprio, both
yes.
inspirations of yours. I would love to know, what do you want to evoke in
Yeah.
your customers or
Oh,
anyone who sees
oh
your
yeah.
art, whether it's New York, whether it's Istanbul, what is your
Oh,
goal with your art?
the goal explain to my culture and the with the with the peace, because for example my culture has so many beautiful things. For example, animal rights.
Mm.
500 years ago we have animal rights. You can in Fridays you cannot put to so many the things for the carry for animals. Horse has a day
To
for resting,
rest?
yes,
Wow.
and you cannot touch the cat. You cannot touch the hit to the animals.
Good.
It's a rights, and so many the so strong rights, and we have a birds houses on each the places house and the hammams on the fountains everywhere, and this house is
Mm.
so special for the birds,
Mhm.
for example, but nobody don't know to if I not explain that one.
Yeah.
That's why I would like to share that one. And my next project about the Istanbul. This is the huge 16th century Istanbul. A little bit I will talk about that one, and I will invite you in
Please.
September. This picture is so important because I found from the Leiden University documents, and they not allow to give the people this picture. It's like this picture so old and so large. It's 11 meters and 25% unknown. It's damaged. I write to Leiden University. Can I get this one original picture, please? I need to research. I will do renovation. I will the
Restore it.
yes restore it, and then I will send it to you, and I will honor you. And then they tell me, they sent me to the original picture.
Mm.
I'm really appreciate.
And this is
And
in Istanbul.
in Istanbul,
Wow.
this is Flamand painter in 16th century.
Wow.
He's like the king of the Holland, the assistant, traveler, and the scientist and painter. When he came to Istanbul, Sultan allowed him, and 4 years he stayed in Istanbul and he made the so large panorama. And I'm really thankful because it's to this picture show
Mhm.
my country, and
Yes.
but this need to renovate.
Mhm.
And now in 1 year I'm working 1.5 year I work in this
You start
project.
all by hand
Yes,
based on that picture.
it will be 18 matters.
18
18 matters,
meters.
yeah,
Oh my
so
goodness.
crazy big, and almost done. I had a 3 month. After 3 months it will finish, and I plan in the exhibition in
Okay.
September. I'm looking to gallery. It's a good price, and for 10 days I will show to people New York meets Istanbul.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful. Thank you so much for
you're
sharing.
welcome.
That is so special because it showcases these 2 cities that have had such an important role in your
Yes.
life.
Differences, the beauty.
Yeah,
That's why
different
I
beauty for
love
sure.
the New York because colorful,
Yes.
and that's why I would like to put the differences.
Yeah, and as you were sharing about the goal of your work,
Yeah,
right, which is
I'm
to educate, to share your culture, to share everyday moments as well, I think that goes both ways. And I say that because you, as an artist, put your work out there and it's snapshots of a moment in time of iconic architecture just as much as a doorstep,
yeah,
in the Upper
yeah,
East Side or the front of a store, and
yeah,
so it's a mix of things.
yes.
And from experience, you also give us as the customers the opportunity to share. It's a
You're
talking
welcome.
piece. We can bond with people over this. It
Yes,
happens all the time in my home,
it's my
and
goal.
so
It's my goal.
I think it's this gift that keeps on giving. You put your talent out in the world, you inspire
Thank you.
others, you decorate homes, and
Yep.
you also create an excuse for others to bond. So thank you for doing so.
When I finish to my project, I would like to invite people.
Mhm.
This is the important in
Okay.
September. Now,
Exciting. So September, we will keep an eye out
yep,
for this exhibition.
yep,
I would love to know as a last question for you,
yes,
you shared about this exhibition.
yes.
Beyond that, is there anything else that you're working towards, an inside scoop or exclusive
Oh,
that you would like to share? You've
yes,
focused, as you have established, on New York architecture, on Turkish
yes.
architecture.
Together.
Is there maybe a new technique or a different type of art that you might consider
Yeah.
pursuing in the future?
Um, why not? I can. I can. The first I use like right now ink pen
Mhm.
and drawing. It's a
Mhm.
little bit hard, but the in future I would like to miniature. It's like Asian style with to mix to the ink and I have a plan for that one. Is it like watercolor? And it's like European technique. It's the Asian technique, and I would like to mix the full feature that one. I hope
Okay.
it will be.
And to end our conversation, although we could talk for hours, I'm sure,
Yep.
I would love to know, what type of legacy do you want to leave with your work?
uh, this is the piece, the important, because people need to share, and the piece important. The art is with the feelings, and
Mm,
the feelings important. If you know to share, you can get the piece. If you don't know to share, you cannot get the piece.
mhm,
And low and to be low. That's the important. And when I'm here for the give, not the
mm,
take. In
okay.
my the things uh, my legacy,
Mhm,
the important. I can say these words. I am here for the give, love, not take
okay.
the things. Yeah.
So you would like to continue giving through your art.
Yes.
That's
I would
beautiful.
like to touch every house. I would like to touch every people hurt. That's the important.
That's beautiful. Well, Melly, listen, again, from personal experience, you have already accomplished that.
Yeah.
I love the work that you do. As you know, I literally tell you every time that we talk and every
Yeah.
time that I see
I
you,
appreciate.
you are the booth that I look forward to every single year at these holiday markets. And the pieces that I have of yours hung up in my home are some of my favorites.
Yep.
So
Thank you
thank you
so
for
much.
sharing your craft. I would love to see more of the Turkish
Yep.
side of the art
Yeah.
that you have. I've
It
been
was.
very fortunate to actually travel to your country, and so I know firsthand how beautiful it is, and our cultures are actually very similar.
Yeah.
So I
Similar.
know that you all put a lot of emphasis on family
Yeah.
and on quality time, and
Yes.
like you mentioned,
Yeah.
giving and
Yes.
serving
Yes.
and all of the positive things.
Thanks.
So I relate to you
Thank you.
probably more than you realize.
Yep. Thank you so
So
much
thank
for
you again for
beautiful.
joining me.
You're welcome.
You should be so proud if you aren't already of the work that you have already accomplished and all of that is to come. You have a permanent supporter in me. So thank you again.
I'm really, really thank you too because I'm feeling really the the nice things because you always visit me, Vera, you, and uh, uh, how can I say? I'm really thankful. Uh, I would like to invite you for the next. Uh, I will text you.
Okay, perfect. We will stay
I
in
can't say
touch.
anything because I'm really appreciate. I'm feeling so nice and very beautiful feelings because when people talk about self, because I cannot talk about everything to the people I cover and all of them. Now I shared some things. I'm really happy and I'm really feeling nice. Thank you so
Of
much.
course.
Yep.
Thank you again for your time and for your story.
Yep.
We will obviously stay in touch and I will see you
Yep.
around. And thank you all for listening and watching. Until next time.